Hello, Second Chance. My name is Sonia. I'm 17 and come from Kharkiv, Ukraine. As a child, I was quiet and modest. My parents wanted me to do banking, but my soul always longed to weave, sculpt, and create. I would spend hours picking up materials, sitting and doing needlework until late at night, forgetting about everything around me. But then the war began. My family was forced to move from Kharkiv to a small village where I was perceived as an outsider. I closed myself off, but silence wouldn't protect me forever, so I decided to act. By accepting myself and others, I have found connections I could never have dreamed of. When I started to open up to the world opened up to me, and I am so grateful for that. After taking many online courses, I found my voice in design. Since I was 14, I've been volunteering as a graphic designer for a charitable foundation which takes care of elderly people and IDPs children. One of the most meaningful projects I have worked on was designing the cover and layout of the poetry collection Ukrainian Fate by 87-year-old foundation resident Nadia Krasnikova, who continues writing despite being unable to walk or sit. That moment showed me how design can support people's dignity and visibility. This summer, I participated in UWC short course Redefining Equality with full scholarship, which changed my worldview on global issues so deeply that I am not able to look at this world the same ever again. I'm passionate about passing on the gained knowledge to others. So I have hosted a gender inequality workshop in Kharkiv, a city located 30 kilometers from the front line. That was my first public speaking experience and I was a little bit worried, but when I read feedback from participants, I realized I was able to bring new knowledge to people about stereotypes and inequality, and that was the main point. Now I am an organizer and designer of Bride Decide, an international youth project that unites people from 10 countries to discuss equality, politics, ecology, and culture. But behind the achievements is my reality. I live in Zolochiv, 25 kilometers from the front line. We have had no electricity for the last 10 days, and they don't promise if it will be. To continue my online studies and fulfill my duties as an international team leader, every day I put my 5-kilogram laptop in my backpack and ride my bike 5 kilometers to the neighboring village to point of invincibility. I work there all day because I know that behind my work there is a team of people from different cultures who rely on me, and I cannot afford to disappear even in such conditions. A month ago, I got accepted into Parsons Paris, a top 3 art university in the world, but without enough financial aid. It was the moment when I truly felt for the first time that all these efforts were not in vain. For the past 6 years, my education has been defined by forced isolation and digital barriers, recently exacerbated by 10-day power outages near the front line. But still, I found paths towards educational opportunities. Participating in the Second Chance program will allow me to get my dream education. I want to develop specific design solutions for those systematically marginalized by crisis. It's refugees struggling with language barriers, veterans who adapt to war-acquired disabilities, and neurodivergent individuals overwhelmed by sensory chaos. By merging my psychology background with world-class design education, I will build the visual infrastructure for global human dignity, ensuring that access to aid is never limited by a person's literacy, physical state, or the stability of their connection. My education and Parsons is the key to turning the digital exile I have experienced into a professional toolset that ensures no one is ever left in the dark. Most importantly, I want to bring these insights back to Ukraine to lead a new standard of inclusive reconstruction. I want to continue creating spaces where young people from different cultures can openly discuss the future we want to build together. And I will be incredibly grateful to be a part of the Second Chance. And I guarantee full involvement in all activities and my contribution to this program. Thank you for your time and consideration of my application. This is really, really important for my future.